January 1879, the sun rises over the rolling hills of Zululand, golden light spilling across a land on the brink of catastrophe. British redcoats march with confidence, believing they're the world's most unstoppable military force. But this day, this place will shatter that illusion. This is the story of Isandlwana, the battle where an empire's pride met a nation's fury and broke. Before we begin, if you love uncovering hidden, dramatic moments from history, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment with your thoughts. It really helps us bring you more stories like this one. The British Empire, led by Lord Chelmsford, has invaded Zululand. The goal: break the Zulu Kingdom and force it under British control. Chelmsford splits his force, a fatal mistake. Half the army marches east to chase a shadowy Zulu force. The other half is left behind at an isolated hill, Isandlwana, a haunting mountain shaped like a lion's head. Colonel Pauline commands a camp with no defensive walls, no trenches, no fortifications. Why build them? After all, they're facing native warriors, right? Arrogance, deadly arrogance, and beknownst to the British, more than 20,000 Zulu warriors are hidden in the valleys north of the camp, waiting for their king's orders. They are the elite regiments trained in endurance and lightning-fast assault. Their strategy: the horns of the buffalo, surround, crush, finish. At dawn, a small British scouting force stumbles upon the Zulu host asleep. Startled warriors rise like a dark wave, and the hillside begins to move. Isandlwana is no longer a camp. It is a trap. British troops form firing lines. Their Martini Henry rifles crack like thunder, dropping Zulu warriors at long range. But the Zulu don't break. They sprint, duck, roll, fan out, thousands of shields glinting in the sun. The British fire fast, confident, but their ammunition supply is slow. Boxes sealed with copper strips, quartermasters confused, runners panicking. Ammunition becomes a trickle. The Zulu advance becomes a flood. The right horn sweeps wide, racing around the mountain. The left horn pushes in from the south, and the chest slams straight toward the British center. The redcoats begin to fall back, step by step, their lines collapsing into chaos. Officers shout orders lost in the storm of gunfire, Zulu war cries, and the pounding of thousands of feet. The Zulu reach the line, and the battle explodes into brutal close combat. Assegai spears against bayonets, shields against rifles, bodies against bodies. The British discover the terrible truth: they are surrounded. The British line shatters. Soldiers flee toward the rocky slopes, desperately trying to regroup. But the Zulu lines, the reserve force, rush forward to finish the job. Surgeons, cooks, engineers all fight for their lives. Among them, a young trooper named Coghill tries to save the Queen's colors. Another, Lieutenant Melville, carries them through the chaos. Most never make it. By mid-afternoon, the camp is silent except for the wind. More than 1,300 British and colonial troops lie dead. Entire companies simply erased. Isandlwana has been claimed by the Zulu. On the banks of the Buffalo River, Melville and Coghill attempt to carry the colors to safety. The river is raging, swollen with summer rain. Horses fall, men drown. They reach the far bank, but the Zulu catch them, surrounded, exhausted, and bleeding. They stand side by side. They die defending the colors, a symbol of a collapsing empire. Night falls. Fires flicker across the valley. Zulu warriors chant victory songs. The British Empire reels in shock. This is one of the worst defeats in its entire history. But the cost for the Zulu was heavy too. Thousands of warriors dead. And in return, the British bring overwhelming retribution. Yet for one day, on that lonely mountain in 1879, the Zulu Kingdom proved that courage, unity, and strategy could topple the mightiest empire on earth. This was Isandlwana, the day the empire broke. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.